Today is the 26th of March, and guess what? My pathology exam is just around the corner, scheduled for the 13th of March, so last 4 days remaining now. Originally, this exam was supposed to happen on the 7th of March, but it got postponed. I started my preparation at 9 am this morning as usual. After a solid chunk of studying, I found it pretty challenging to keep focus on it. It was like trying to focus on a slippery fish. That is when I realized breaks are essential part of preparing any exam. So I decided to switch gears for a bit and immerse myself in other passion, that is driving art. For me, sketching is not just a hobby, it is an emotion. It helps me relax and feel better sometimes. So I grabbed my phone and started searching for an image reference, which is more challenging than driving, I think. And sometimes this process may take months. After a bit of time, finally I found two images of Virat Kohli on Pinterest. Out of these two, I selected this one, and I almost wasted half an hour over this process. And it was time to bounce back to studies, and I started to revise the chapters one by one. Now, it is time to start the drawing, and I grabbed my sketchbook and pencil. I would go for outlines, the first and easy step in drawing. Now, after some time, I completed that first step, that is outlines.
The next step.
Today, I would be going for the shading of eyes, and I used combination of graphite pencils here to achieve the process. And after a bit of time, I completed the shading of eyes. Now I am adding some highlights on this portion. I use electric eraser for highlights.
The next step.
Today I will be shading the forehead portion and hairs. After completing the forehead portion, now I would go for hairs portion. Most of the times I create 4 layers, that is first layer with 2B and second, third and fourth layer with the higher grades of pencils plus charcoal. The most important step while drawing the hairs is highlights, for which I use electric eraser and simple eraser.
The next step.
Today is 29th of March and last one day remaining now, and I will be drawing the beard portion only. It will take me nearly 1 to 2 hours, and I will utilize the rest of the time for preparing the exam. And I will draw the remaining portions after the exam. Finally, the beard portion is over, and I will be completing the rest of portions after exams, and I will end the video here. Finally, the exams are over, and this method of preparation turned out to be very fruitful for me. I wish I had applied such methods in my previous exams.
2,000 years later.
Finally, after completing remaining portion, that is background portion, it looks like this. All I could say here is that driving is a complex process, but you have to trust the process to get the desired results. Have a nice day. Thanks.